The Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority showing an 11% drop in visitor volume this summer.
Las Vegas, the Strip, the lights, the noise, the promise of endless excitement, has long been a symbol of the American dream. It's a place where luck can change with the flip of a card, where even the most ordinary person can feel like a high roller for a night. Whether it's a world-famous show, the rush of a poker hand, or the flashing lights of the slot machines, Las Vegas has always been a place of limitless possibility. But in 2025, something has changed.
Were people taking to social media to complain about high resort fees, the theme remains the same. Is Las Vegas worth it? Well, our news crew headed to the Strip to hear from tourists their thoughts.
A subtle but unmistakable shift in the city's energy and economic pulse has left many wondering if the soul of Las Vegas is slipping away. While the iconic Strip is still a beacon of bright lights and luxury resorts, those who have lived and worked in the city for decades are noticing a disturbing trend. Las Vegas is quieter than it used to be.
Insisting Las Vegas is not dead. Why isn't it?
It is
despite
not.
The headlines?
Despite the headlines, I promise you it is not dead, and I only need to reflect to this weekend.
The buzz that once filled the streets, the sounds of conversation, the clinking of coins, the shuffle of cards, has been replaced by a hollow silence. Tourism, a cornerstone of the city's economy, is in decline, and the type of tourists who once filled the casinos and crowds are no longer flocking to Vegas in the same numbers. More concerning, however, is that the shift is not just economic. It's cultural, and it's shaking the very foundation of what made Las Vegas unique. The workers who helped build this city, who made it the entertainment capital of the world, are being left behind in favor of a new, wealthier clientele. As Las Vegas increasingly caters to the elite, it risks losing the very essence of what it was built to represent.
Why is it down? Well, for starters,
Vegas had been on a hot streak. We saw a large number of visitation going up, especially after COVID.
A place where anyone from any walk of life could escape their everyday reality and experience something extraordinary. Tourism in Las Vegas is a multi-billion-dollar industry, with the city regularly drawing tens of millions of visitors each year. However, for the first time in decades, tourism numbers have significantly dipped. In 2025, the city experienced a drastic 11% decline in the number of visitors compared to previous years. The once crowded Strip is now noticeably emptier. Attractions that once drew crowds are beginning to feel lackluster, with long lines and crowded venues becoming rare sights. So, what's happening? In the past, Las Vegas thrived by offering a little something for everyone. Budget-friendly hotels, low-limit blackjack tables, inexpensive buffets, and affordable entertainment for the masses. But that landscape is shifting. The city's focus has begun to move away from mass tourism and toward high-end luxury experiences designed for the wealthy few.
Compare it with the simple bottle of water, a simple dinner. Yeah, it's expensive.
Casino operators no longer need the volume of visitors they once did. They are focusing on fewer but wealthier customers, catering to the upper echelons of society. This move is seen in the growing prevalence of expensive resorts, high-limit gaming areas, private VIP lounges, and five-star dining experiences that cater to a select group of elite travelers. The industry is slowly but surely eliminating the low-end customer to cater to those who can afford to spend tens of thousands per visit. The affordability and accessibility that once made Las Vegas a popular destination for middle-class travelers are gradually being replaced with exclusivity. MGM Resorts and Caesars Entertainment, two of the largest players on the Strip, have been vocal about their new business approach. Bill Hornbuckle, CEO of MGM Resorts, openly admitted that the company is no longer pursuing the budget traveler, but instead is focusing on attracting quality customers.
In the collective, Las Vegas is not done or dead. To the contrary, I think there's lessons to be learned.
Who are willing to spend big money. Hornbuckle's vision for the future of Las Vegas is clear: fewer visitors, higher prices, and an emphasis on exclusive luxury experiences. This trend has been happening for years, but the pandemic accelerated it. With social distancing measures in place, many casinos began focusing on more lucrative high-roller guests. Since the pandemic's end, this model has only intensified. Rooms and suites at luxury resorts are being priced out of reach for many, and a growing number of hotel rooms that once offered reasonable rates are now being turned into suites that cater exclusively to high-spending tourists.
You guys could have gone anywhere. Why'd you still want to come to Las Vegas?
It's inexpensive, the weather, the sights, we love people watch.
The shift in pricing strategy has been accompanied by a reduction in the number of casino tables. Many smaller casinos are closing their gaming floors or reducing the number of active tables, leaving employees with fewer hours and fewer opportunities to earn tips. The jobs that used to provide steady employment for a broad range of people are being replaced by a smaller number of specialized high-end roles. For years, Las Vegas thrived because it was a city that embraced diversity in its visitors and its workforce. It was a place where working-class people, from dealers to bellhops, cocktail waitresses to line cooks, could find steady employment and earn decent wages. However, as the city shifts its focus to attracting wealthy tourists, those workers are finding themselves squeezed out of the industry. Dealers, waitstaff, bellhops, and other casino employees have long depended on tips as a major part of their income. But with fewer people coming to the city and with high-end clientele who tend to spend less time on the gaming floor, the income from tips is dwindling. A dealer at the Bellagio explained, "In the past, I could count on making a good tip from the average player who spent a few hours at the table. Now, with fewer people coming through and a lot of the people who do come in dropping a lot of money on the high-limit tables, it's harder for those of us on the floor to make ends meet. It's as though the Vegas I used to know is disappearing, and it's being replaced with something that doesn't need me anymore."
At a time, this is like my second or third time that I've been off for 2 months.
You're not getting paid right now.
No.
Service workers at the mid-tier hotels, who once thrived off of the high volume of tourists, are also struggling. The Flamingo staff reported that there are fewer check-ins, fewer requests for room service, and fewer guests in the casinos overall. Those who used to rely on tips for their living are now finding themselves in difficult financial situations. As the city shifts to cater to an elite clientele, the cost of visiting Las Vegas is skyrocketing. Resort fees, which once ranged between $25 and $40 per night, have now spiked to more than $55 per night on average, with some resorts charging even higher rates for their luxury rooms. While these fees might not seem like much to those accustomed to high-end experiences, they represent a significant burden to the everyday tourist who is seeking an affordable getaway. In addition to the resort fees, parking fees have risen sharply, with many hotels now charging anywhere from $20 to $40 per day just to park your car. These added expenses discourage people from visiting and contribute to the perception that Las Vegas has become a city for the rich and the exclusive, leaving the middle class behind. For the working class, these rising costs are not just an inconvenience, they are a direct barrier. Many of the regulars who would visit Las Vegas multiple times a year are finding that their trips are now out of their financial reach.
He says customers are experiencing sticker shock.
The consumer looks at it and says, man, I'm paying this much for this. I just don't see the value.
In response, tourism experts have started asking whether the price hikes will backfire in the long term, pushing away not just the budget-conscious tourist, but also the middle-class workers who supported the industry in the past. As Las Vegas struggles to redefine itself as a luxury destination, it faces fierce competition from other cities and alternative forms of entertainment. Online gambling, which boomed during the pandemic, continues to siphon away revenue from traditional casinos. With the rise of mobile apps and online platforms offering poker, blackjack, and other casino games, the need to travel to Las Vegas to gamble is becoming less essential. Smaller cities and regional casinos are also gaining ground, offering lower-stakes gambling experiences, better customer service, and more affordable prices. Many visitors who would have once traveled to Las Vegas are now opting for smaller casino towns or digital gambling experiences. What's more, as the cost of visiting Las Vegas continues to rise, these other locations are stepping in to fill the gap. Macon, Georgia, and smaller casino destinations in the Midwest are seeing increased traffic, catering to a new breed of gamblers who want the Vegas experience without the hefty price tag. Similarly, states like Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Michigan, with their new online gambling platforms, are seeing consistent growth in gaming revenue.
Macau, for example, many of those players are now deciding not to come here or might be going there as part of that, especially from an international visitor perspective.
What has always set Las Vegas apart was its sense of inclusivity. Unlike many other high-end destinations, Las Vegas prided itself on being a place where anyone could come to experience a slice of luxury.
I've been to Vegas like probably 20 times, and I definitely think this is the slowest I've seen in a long time. You can find close parking in the casinos, you can drive with no traffic.
Even if it was just for a weekend. The glitzy casinos, the fancy shows, the endless buffets, these were the experiences available to all, whether you were a middle-class family or a millionaire. But now, with the shift towards exclusivity and luxury, there's a question of whether Las Vegas is still a place for everyone. The transformation toward a city that caters exclusively to the wealthy risks turning Las Vegas into a more elitist destination, a playground for the rich, while the ordinary person finds themselves on the outside looking in. In a city built on the promise of winning big and living large, the very spirit of Las Vegas, the dream of reinvention and possibility, seems to be fading. It's not just about the loss of affordable rooms or the lack of budget-friendly tables. It's the loss of that inherent sense of adventure that Las Vegas has always represented.
Because we're near the Strip, we kind of do really feel the fluctuations in the tourism. So when things are down there, we really can see and feel it.
The idea that anyone from any walk of life could come to this city and for a moment feel like a high roller. It's not too late for Las Vegas to reclaim its roots. The city still holds the potential to restore the magic that made it special. A return to a more balanced approach, one that includes both luxury and affordability, could be the key to restoring its former vibrancy. The working-class visitors who once flocked to the city to try their luck, enjoy a cheap buffet, or play a few rounds of blackjack are the ones who made Vegas great. The middle class might not be as flashy as the high rollers, but they are the backbone of the city's economy. The real question is whether Las Vegas can learn to balance its desire to cater to the wealthy with its commitment to the people who helped build the city. Can it return to being the city of second chances for everyone, not just the elite? Only time will tell.